Hello, my people. I don't just get too much energy to talk anything, but this video I dey cook, so I come across this girl video. I be dey play music. You know when you dey play music, e dey take by itself enter. Na so I start to dey hear wetin she dey talk while I was busy. I no touch. So I come find out say wetin e dey talk very interesting. E might help somebody. Yeah. Me, I listened to am just now. I learn a lot, like helping children to start life by thinking they will buy flats to take start, or you want start to dey get property. You say I will start from here. Please listen to her. She make a lot of sense. I hope some people never made mistake already. Yeah. Okay, make una listen. Good evening, my people. I no go fit dey talk. My head heavy. Yeah. More listen to the girl. Maybe if the girl finish, I just tell una bye bye. Meanwhile, I will just be busy on my own. Yeah. Listen to her. You will pick one or two things from her. Now she be this. She say, I regret buying this house. Listen to her.
Goes, I regret buying my first property here in the UK.
Listen.
So a little background about myself. I worked in a bank for 8 years. I bought my first property in 2017. And so from then till now, it's been almost 5 years. So I'm doing this video after having this property for more than 4 years. So I've learned a lot, and my regrets have materialized over the years. And I wanted to make this video to pretty much advise and encourage anyone else who's trying to make this decision so they do it right the first time and not have too many regrets down the line. Number one, my first regret was that it was an emotional decision for me. What does that mean? I went in with the idea of buying my first property because I was tired. I was tired of sharing my space with other people. So before I bought my first property, I was renting, but I would rent with friends. So I would get a friend and then come together with her and then go and rent a 2-bedroom, and then 2-bedroom, 2-bath was what I was really doing. I did that for about 3 years, 2-bedroom, 2-bath. And then the things that started coming up was I'd have family visits, and they'll be in the space of this other friend or this other person I'm sharing with. When things get spoiled, it's like, what happened here? Who spoiled it? And then you have to fix and pay. Just a little bit of misunderstanding here and there. Majority of the time it was great. There was one friend I lived with which was amazing because I knew her for a long time. So, but before then, there was one person I lived with which was really hellish for me. So when I got to the point where I'd saved up some money, I said to myself, I need to buy my own flats right away. And it being such an emotional decision for me didn't help me to make the right choice because I didn't take my time to research. I didn't take my time to ask the questions. And I just thought, as long as I have a lawyer and I have a mortgage advisor, I know all that I need to know to buy my first flat or my first property. So take your time when you're buying your first property. Don't be in a rush because you are tired of renting or you don't want to give your landlord money anymore. You just want to put it in your own property. Because if you buy the wrong property to start, then, or if you put yourself in a wrong arrangement, let me put it that way, then you have issues for the longer term. The second regret was buying a new build flat. This one. So new builds are interesting. First of all, when you go for viewings, they are shiny, they are new, nobody has lived there before. It's your first flat, you're excited, you're like, wow, nobody has lived here, everything is mine. I'm going to be, sometimes you get the chance to even choose the color of some of like the kitchen area. You can choose sometimes the color of the wall or maybe the flooring or the carpet. So new builds usually come at a premium to the rest of the street or to the rest of the houses in the area. So what you need to remember is that because it's at a premium, naturally, it usually depreciates quite quickly. So within the first few years, it depreciates very quickly. to pretty much match up the rest of the houses or flats on the street. So in this case, if let's say you are looking at the flats on the street, which are maybe 5 to 10 years old, that will be your flat or your house in the next 5 years, even though to you it's new. So buying a new build was a regret for me because it depreciated. It depreciated significantly to the extent that I was looking to sell the flat 4 years after I bought it, and the price I got was, let me calculate the percentage difference, was about 7 to 8% less than how much I bought it for. And to put in context, this was in London, so technically the prices of houses or flats here are more expensive than up north or even in the Midlands. So 7% difference is significant. It was going to be tens of thousands of pounds that I was going to lose when I sell it. So I did a valuation and I realized that it came down lower. So I was quite sad that happened, because in my mind, because I've kept it for 4 years, the value of the property should go up, and that did not happen. Now, my third regret is that it was a leasehold. Now, I think I've mentioned a few times here that it was a flat, and most flats in the UK are leaseholds. So leasehold means that you are leasing the land on which the property is built. So because of that, this came with ground rent and service charge. Ground rent is pretty much fixed and it's supposed to be paid yearly. So I think my ground rent is around £240 a year. So it doesn't really break the bank, right? But the second part, the service charge, is the most difficult one. So when you're buying the property, majority of the time you're buying it from a developer, and the developer tells you that, service charge is this per square meter per flat, right? So if your flat is smaller, you have this square meterage, and then you multiply it by the number they give you, and it will usually be in thousands, right? Thousands per year. And then you notice that the moment you finish buying it, this complex of flats is being managed by a management company, and then they'll start sending you service charge to pay, and they'll give you accounts of what they are using the service charge for. So I was told that, the service charge will usually increase the rate at which inflation is increasing. That was a lie. The service charge was increasing like crazy. Every year, almost 1,000 was added to it, and you can't really do anything because you live there. It's your house, it's your flat. So in this case, it looked like I was paying rent, rent again, and rent that even I couldn't control, because now I bought the flat, I live in there, and then when a management company comes to say, because of this and this and this, the service charge has gone up, all we have to do is pay. We complained a lot on like our group page that we had for the whole complex, but we still had to pay. So that was one regret I had. I wish I had bought a freehold rather than a leasehold flat to start. The next one is buying the house in my name. Why? So you need to look at this for your own self, whether you want to buy it in your name or in a limited liability company. Why it's a regret for me is that I bought a 1-bed flat, because in my mind, as I said before, it was such an emotional decision for me. I didn't want to share. I wanted to have my own space, my own little heaven where I've decorated with all the nice things I wanted in my house, had my own TV, had my own bathroom. I didn't want to share anything. So because of that, I was like, hey, I'll just buy a 1-bed. It's even the cheapest. So I bought this 1-bed, and then I noticed that later down the line, my vague plan, because I didn't really do the research, was to just move out when I get married in future, or when I have a family, move out and then rent this out. Now, I get to a part where I'm now doing the research about moving out and renting what I live in, and notice that I can't just rent it, because one, I would need to inform the lender, the mortgage lender, that it's not a residential flat anymore, and it's a buy-to-let flat. And in that case, they'll need to change everything. They'll need to change how I borrow the money. They would have to assess me again. And then the second thing was also that I had used Help to Buy, and I'm not going to go into Help to Buy in this particular video, but Help to Buy equity loan, and that also had the clause that I couldn't rent it out and it needs to be my own residential flat. So that became a problem for me. And the third part was that even if I happened to switch to a buy-to-let mortgage, couldn't take the interest of the mortgage out of the rental I get before it is taxed. And at this point, I was around the higher tax paying rate in this country. So that means that if I was getting £1,000 a month, for instance, and my mortgage, my interest on my loan or my mortgage interest payments was £500, I was going to pay tax on £1,000 before I can take my interest out. So because I was at the higher end of taxation in terms of like my salary, I was already paying about 40%. And then after that, I'm now going to take out the 500, which is the interest on the mortgage. So now it didn't even make sense for me to rent it out. So it got to a point, I had this flat that I wanted to move out of to get a bigger one. And then I realized that, wait, I can't even rent it out, because if I rent it out, I'll be losing money rather than making money. So that's when I decided, okay, let me see whether I can sell it. And I noticed that I could only sell it for cheaper. So in my mind, I was just crystallizing losses in every angle that I was trying to tend to. My next one was buying a 1-bedroom house on a ground floor. Now, when I went to see this flat, when I wanted to buy it, there was only the ground floor apartments left, and for a good reason. Because in this country or in London, most people like to buy flats that are on the higher floor than the ground floor. But I really wanted to be in the area. I really like the area. And I was like, see, it's new build. There's no other new build around. I just really want this complex. So I agreed to the ground floor flats. And when I tried to sell it, I noticed that anyone who comes is like, oh, it's on the ground floor. I don't have a view. So I'm sorry, I'm not going to buy this one. Which became a problem for me, because now I didn't have any privacy on the ground floor. Anyone can pass by and see in your balcony and see what's going on. If your curtains are drawn, anyone passing by can see what's going on in your flat. So my next regret was buying a 1-bed on the ground floor, because the 1-bed were not as favorable to sell as much as like the 2-beds were. So I'll put it in context. About 5 years down the line, when I looked, a lot of people were trying to sell their flats in my complex, because most of us used Help to Buy, and the Help to Buy equity loan, the loan lasts for 5 years without interest. So usually after 5 years, people try to sell it. And then those who bought 2-bedroom flats who are trying to sell it, there is like about a 10 to 20%. A 10% increase in the asking prices that they've put online. Those who bought a 1-bedroom flat, there's no increase in the asking prices that they've put online. So they're pretty much asking for the same price that they bought it for. So naturally, most people desire 2 beds compared to 1 beds. So the fact that I bought a 1-bed didn't help, and being on the ground floor didn't help at all. Now the last one, which was a shock to me when I found out, was when I decided to go on holiday and use my flat for Airbnb. And I was told I cannot do it. So it turns out that when I bought the flat, which I did not know was in there because my lawyer did not point it out to me, there was a clause that I cannot use the flat or any of the flats in the particular complex for service accommodation or for short-term lets for less than 3 months. Meaning I can't put on Airbnb. Now, if you think about the fact that you've saved so much money in this country to manage to buy a flat in London, and then you are going on holiday like, oh, I just want to earn a few coins because I'm away for, like, say, a month or 2, and you try to list it on Airbnb and get a letter from the management company saying you've breached the contract because you are now using your flat for service accommodation or for short-term lets. That was a shock to me, because I'm like, I'm bearing all the financial cost of this building, of this flat, and everybody just telling me what they want me to do with my flat. Unfortunately, I couldn't use it for Airbnb. I had to cancel all the guests that were coming in, and I learned the lesson the hard way. So whenever you are buying a flat, please read the contract from front to back. if you don't understand, make sure your lawyer explains it to you, your solicitor. One thing about the solicitors is they just pass on documents. They give it to you, they pass it to the seller, they give it to the seller. They're just passing on documents. They don't really sit down and explain stuff to you. And it's your right for you to ask them questions because you are paying them. So ask them so many questions. If you read something in the contract and you don't understand, go back and ask them. If you read something you don't understand, go back and ask them.
My lovely, amazing people, those that are just coming meeting this video, I don't really get energy to share more, my people. I'm sorry, I just tired. Like, if I'm talking, my head is doing boom, boom, boom. That they could not let me sleep well yesterday. If you marry, you know what I mean. But if you never marry and you know what I mean, you are a shallow. Okay? So, my people, as I dey cook, now find out, say, now I dey listen to music, now this girl take pop up. As I dey listen, I see, say, wow, she talk a lot about so many information many people do not know. I just hope some people did not fall into this type of thing. The time when we buy house, I be they give this type of lecture that time, but it's a pity. Friend enemy, not let me give am to una. Okay, say not be your house you go buy where you tell yourself, say, I'll sell it in 5 years. I'll sell it. No. And in some area, you buy house, you are going to be like, say, me. Na so way they be. So I be the share at that time, but I'm going to share. But as I see this girl, even more explain, more better English, more way, and as she don't feel am. You know when you never feel something, but you know something. When you are teaching it, some people do not get it. But when she that affected, she said she bought a house in London. If they tell you, say, you can buy a house in London and run lost, say you buy a house for London, when you want sell after 4 years, 5 years, 10 years, you feel run lost. Now you go pay joiner. You go believe. You not go believe. You say, I buy house for London, big girl, madam. Oh. Headache they do me. I know feeling big one. When he man So my people, you not go believe. You think say person will buy house for London when you don't make now to the gain. Now lie, no be all the time you take buy house you the gain. And she said she did her own out of a little bit of pressure. That is why I will tell you, don't pressure, don't use competition to go buy her. Seeing you go die for inside body. Don't be saying and go come. You understand? So take your time. I tell you now my story before we can conclude. Say now cash we go buy. We don't face zozo different idea, different kind of rules and regulation, different type of now this that they could go pointed me go this that we don't fair do. Okay, but I tell you now say anytime reach house, my mind go change. Anytime I reach out, my mind go change. Thing that the cool were not feeling. I've been on me where you get social media where no munuai because say I planning. Wa be ro wa be fear with you. Wa be ro wa be fear with you. I bet wa mudiani ka wa blind. Wa be ro wa be fear with you. Wa be ro wa be London rent to home. Because if I now important that the cool and J-boy dey come. And I wait till you other be dey no say na weekend be this our go door. Man I go door. Hey Jesus, nena fira no fiame. Afira you must go because in na when talo no yet it talobo. Ah, my people. Instead of me, I keep quiet now, still the shots. gogodo. If you women was a gogodo. When I'm here where I na food many people take the many European women guess now they take the gogodo and the other they know they always fall. Why? I get many friends that time where be say if they just get boyfriend wey no go last 3 days o. If they just get boyfriend me egwegwe they fit take holiday they no go work make they just stay dey cook. Me go dey wonder, okay, this cook now what does it mean? Because me just get permanent boyfriend but all this type of egwegwe me go abia me understand my people omania gwogwo na say 5 days of ekpane iyan be ze boyfriend of iyan be zo be egwogwo say 1 week of ekpane or agbiyan for me I want. So if I dey social media I mostly dey see women of egwogwo egwogwo ayago all women like him understand. Why ye that ya gwogwo do na na me word do na say how odo aseti pay ya be ba ni abi wa lele odo awa ti pay ye gba be ba ni nu wa wale constantly continuously ni we to wa live video na we maybe small content we bona ini go do ni wa receive na abo do ne gwazebo the office ni ana wa win na ana wa seti wa ye gbe ba ni every day am your mum you am you no no wo hin ana ye zen or because I was saying vegani ogene mata ire anje iye zen o pe ani akoko ni an le ba no ye bobo ko we Jesus abeg I told ho man go gbe bana odo to fo I tafo Monica I tafo aro I tafo me wa le gwogwo o wa gwi wa ko me mu wari age e goat meat me wa le gwogwo na goat meat pepper soup e gwogwo agwogwo de te poti me o ye kere awa gwogwo won no see any poti me na ye kere me gwari e fridge e ba ni problem je na. Yeah, when they keep fridge now, but it ma onu wa ya we saga. Yeah, when they me and tomato, but I don't want all those comparisons. No one. You foresee. You say, what it be the why you still dey cook? Cause I got a fridge. I might me waiting my hair. Wa my tete live o wan megele gbu. Ana jere where I get this one for here. I get this one for there. Left with that the cook you throw me. I go bale all of them. Okay, I bring a goosey soup come out yesterday. He trip. He say, where you for? I said, there. Ewe do. Nene yo. I for say turn out around. Why we ya been a igualo? Me. I be want take something just now. I for still say me I will put this on. Make the no go screenshot information with there because sometimes they keep information for yourself fridge. Yet. I was saying and someone boy any. So my people as I was saying na ekia of shop to fork period. Because that thing it don't not be for only social media. It don't say when me they ask friends in matter money because all of them we go wekia alevayen le kuku. E ya lose ne na be boyfriend yan ze fafa boyfriend me na ya rokpa no ye gwi me ro na yan na do hin baby mama me ye rokpa me ma gwogwo o e wa gwogwo do beto ge okuku chuku o chuku eko me wa ya gwogwo de da ye o zegwe ahin amaro pia o e ba eni o zegwe yi o da fun me abi okay yan zeni ni ge ba eni mi yan na wa wina ni yan na wa ti wa ze gbige ba eni January to December okay yin a wa yari ba wa be mi yo pa nu wa be yi go do yi ge boyfriend yi ge ni yawo oko wa jire we okay ege ni na le lo pia na yi go fe ma wa yari ba o si enu wa na ruwa avec girlfriend me vege ni ro pero no ruwa do iyan ye kan mena lena hime mena wa iya ni leni biya wa aso ne e ya na ye kan e kun ye kenge ye kenge wa ya gbere yin wo teme wa gbere yin wo iku the when wa ya ye e ba ya mu biya ya oje na mi we I don't understand if I are a word God forbid but I beg go this one where I talk now because I be motivational speaker nothing where our mouth no dey touch I not talk to anybody wala o hiomene ijamba hiomene oh ogano ijamba yeti taloverio wala owo eyimi eyi Mona help me choose yam or plantain. Which one should I cook for this? That they could need rice. Rice is already being saying need rice. But me, I cannot use pepper soup to eat rice. If not fish, oh, okay. If not goat, oh, no. I need something solid. Okay, so my people, son na katara for boyfriend. Okay, so na ketra for boyfriend. That thing since where I come this abroad, I not get. It made me no explain mommy. It get one sister that time where I name myself after. Hey, Jesus, oksalo bolokun. Hey, uronigbe, babeti na igwadolo. Hey, Jesus, ogale fobe na vale nana e boy no. Boo! The tea, eh? How just they wonder say, okay, why was she cooking? If na person wey go come use blow, then at night, if you listen where you go come dey hear. Here before. Then early in the morning now, you go see the girl go come carry big towel. You go say, Daddy, see your towel. Any name you want traumatize the way ah. Salobari ode we boje. Hear me odo baba. No, why the rekpa? I was a pe wa the down later. Why? Wakao and this time I dege video this 2025 and agmoye when agmoye civilize this and I dege video. God forbid. So my people, let's go there. Now this girl can explain herself how she take buy house for London and run at lost. You can actually buy house in abroad and have bill and debt. You can actually buy house in abroad because you no listen to the rules and regulation. They go how they talk evade. Okay? They go evade you from house where you say you buy. You will be banned from saying that. Why? You didn't do according to the rules and regulation of this area. Like this our house, you are allowed to do anything. Tomorrow we want to turn it to Airbnb. It's allowed. Tomorrow we want rent them out. It's allowed. But if I say I want to open commercial salon, it's not allowed. Anything that bring million, that bring gutter, something, or I want to put a baby salon, I want to put Africa show, anything that brings stranger and foreigner in and out, no, it's not allowed. And if you do it, they will evacuate you. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, ma. You understand? They will evacuate you. And you will be surprised. That's why that time, where people go, they tell us, say, no, buy house for a brother. If you buy house for a brother, they'll collect and go see that brother. They don't drive on for you because brother no read rules and regulation. Wait till they say, me brother no do, now brother they do. So brother will lose it. That is what happened to this girl. she said she regretted it, not knowing before she buy. Although she said she buy out of a little bit of pressure, she didn't really take time to read, to take information. Before you buy house, try to read and take information. Don't buy house on competition. Many things wey you go regret later. Invasion, okay, thank you. Wọ́n gbọ́n bá wọ́n evacuate. No kẹ́ ẹgbẹ́ wa wọ́n yẹn wọ́n evacuate na when the war something happen. Invasion, yeah, thank you. You understand? You go lose oh. If you buy house for competition, if you buy house out of pepper day, if you buy house out of make my friend quickly tell, make my area, make my meeting people. Please, I'm not giving this advice based on that useless, dirty ex-friend where they can't follow my maggot food where I shop through where they go. No, I am giving it because it they really happen. Many people where they say that they buy house out of their friend, out of their meeting, out of their status, out of the say, make the talk say na the better pass. In ya deyeti. You can move from being a house owner and later become a homeless person where government go come dey look for 2 room where they want put you and your family. Yes, if you not do am well. If you not do am well, if you quick you go sign contract of wetin big pass your head, and anything mortgage and contract, e always increase. I mean decrease it. If they sign you for 5 years, now only that 5 years, now it be the only bill where you want pay now where you know. The next 5 years, you don't know how much it want be, and the must always high. They know they see say when I enter this house, I was paying 2,000. When later now I come they pay 700. I be say you don't now 700 can remain. So be careful of every loophole. A lot of things they come fall up. They've come up where be say now landlord headache, landlord and landlady house owner headache be that. But your finance at work sometimes it remain the same. How you go work extra hour-ish? Can you work extra hour every month 260 hours? You can't. Once in a while it can happen. If you just continue and you yourself you go die. Even the company, if they really be person where they regulate, they're not supposed to give it to you. It's extra. Okay, let's more than a year half finish as I cook my food.
So that you know what you're getting yourself into. And in this case, what I made another mistake by using the solicitor that the seller, which is the developer, recommended. So sometimes the developer will recommend a solicitor that you should use because the solicitor has probably worked with them before and knows all their processes, so it makes things go faster. But faster will come at a cost because the solicitor will just, do the process, explain the surface things to you and just say, okay, let's exchange so that the developer can get their money. So make sure you read that contract. It was long, but I wish I had read it because I would have noticed that there is no way I can use this for Airbnb or even short-term accommodation down the line. So yes, these are the things I wanted to share with you all about buying. Usually depreciate. I wouldn't have bought a flat. I would have bought a house. And one thing about buying houses in this country, I bought a house. And one thing about buying houses in this country is that majority of the time, if it's not a newish house that's just been built or been built over the past 5 years, you probably need to do some renovations inside the house, which will cost you some money. So just be aware of that because you probably want to make your own. So then you have to change a little bit of how old it looks and make it a bit more newish for yourself. But if I had a house, I would have had maybe upstairs and downstairs, turned one room into a rental and rented that out and that would have helped pay my mortgage or something. And maybe down the line when I could have just had, could have used that as a main place of residence, and then if we had surplus cash, then we use it to buy a rental rather than you trying to move out of your current residential place, which is a flat, and then now having to go through the mortgage to change it to a buy-to-let, and then realizing that when you have in your name, you can't take the interest out before you pay taxes, and it becomes messy. So I hope you found this helpful. Share it with a friend if you think this was helpful to you, and if you have any questions, just let me know down below. Yeah, all right then, catch you later.
So my people, that was very, very helpful. If you guys are still hearing me, because I don't know what happened to this video, that was very, very helpful. Listen to the video from beginning. It was very, very helpful. Hear all the information where the one where you never before know. Like me, I learn a lot where I be never fair know when it comes to children. You understand? Because me always be they say children, support your children to start with one flat first. Now I know it's not all flat. So some flats you cannot rent them, you cannot do Airbnb. For London you go buy house, so much condition like this. You see oyibo, una see oyibo, because oyibo know say if they no put all this type of condition, trust black people. Trust black people. The way we go turn our house to Airbnb, this we no mind to go rent year place they stay. Carry that one we go fit fetch market, make it a black people wey ana a landlord dey active you wan go one so far no your wife we go, but oyibo no dey gree. And now you see say e say na different kind of mortgage to take buy flat. Na that they see, oh, flat is different from house. This is house, okay, but flat una know ana. E say the mortgage wey dem dey carry as single person take dey buy that one, e dey different. And house wey dey ground floor, make you mind the way you take dey buy am, because time to sell am many people no wan buy. Dem go say e dey ground floor, everybody na dey see wetin dey go on for inside. So I've cooked this my goat pepper soup. I love the pepper, I love the water, I love the everything. You understand? Please learn no. Don't go use competition say buy house. You go regret am. Because the condition might just be too much. So I am cooking my plantain lele. We come back. Flats are very different from house. They are leasehold. Yes, be very careful. Even some houses are leasehold. In some areas are leasehold, but that one, because na leasehold, no mean say you no fit rent am out. But flat, you understand? Flat, if it be like that, you know why? Because of privacy of people. You understand? Because of privacy of people. People buy house, make they get their privacy. But if you rent house for tenant, you know sometimes tenant they too they do bulu. They know they, you know. So if you can't go rent your own for tenant, where they make noise, where food there, where no get the kind of job of the people where they this apartment, you understand? Why the moibo wey get better work for the apartment they rest? Who you rent house for, they do gbodo. In short, even they fight for 9. That's why in some flat and some area they do not know that they don't accept everybody. You going to, it go be like say you buy house that they monitor you to monitor the law where they there. And she can also make mention of say for flat that they get maintenance fees. Whether you like it or not, you must pay maintenance fee. Okay, she said the maintenance fee was very, very much. It can't make her be like say she dey pay 1,000. She dey pay 1,000 out because of maintenance fee, and every month it can't dey increase. You understand? So many information wey this girl release out for you to know. And if you come still see say wala o wadweke abahas go do igu wa mo bobo suffer dey government one, suffer enjoy the one wey government give you. Okay, okay. I would have used this water to cook yam and yam pepper soup, because it can't be like say too. Ah, it go still done. And be go to not be quick done. Cover and make still dey done small, not too much fire. Make for done well. Flat are great investor. The service charge or join the reason investors are buying flats. Yeah, buy in the area where people also they use and take do commercial too. But if you go dey buy flat for where oyibo wan live like quiet, e no go gree o. E no go gree. The condition dey dey there. So everyone we no want stress. Now they go there. They don't go green. Then you come give them stress. The information was very nice. So my people, as you see me, so I love you now. Oh. But that one not me say me get strength, yo. I not get strength. I not get strength today. See you guys. So that we just relax. I'm waiting for Daddy Ko and Jeba. But I love the taste of the oh, this is it's not only appetizing, it's malaria killing. This is fever debunk. This one they demolish fever. Who get fever? Call it tafia. Thank you for the info. Thank you. I see you back white belly. You see? Back banana dinner. You see, say everyone get them. Everyone gets raw sack. It depends where your own day. Ije, una see woman we born 3 children. Ekweye mumo ye kpokpo wa ati eko bete. Okay, eko bele bala. Oh, we like me wa like eko bete no strong than eko bala. Buru. Ije. Anyway, na per body sha, and also too much exercise. I don't know why women will be pregnant. Now yoga, you know what is yoga? Then they say, make pregnant woman they do. I don't know why pregnant women they go carry weight, they do sport. Why? Then they stretch una body out. Then they overstretch una belly. Now say, when I'm pregnant, my belly is very big. My belly is very. My mama born twins 4 times. He belly no get silo. Oh, he no even get kobete. Okay, it's not about belly big now. At the end, look at what I have left. It's not true. You guys should stop going to fitness when you are pregnant. It doesn't have nothing to do with your safe delivery. After all, una go do the sport in your operation while you yabie. Then they slack on a belly. You're already pregnant. All you need is soft yoga. You don't need. You no go quick una born before una do exercise gain una seba. Now they call jogo belly. Although when my lady comment there say in get jogo belly, no be sport cause am. Hello, mommy. Mommy Lola, I greet you. You are coming and we are going now. Although my lady say no be jogo sport give am jogo belly. But if you check am one way or the other just now, you'll still see why she get jogo belly, or maybe na so part of her body be. Okay? Women, stop doing extremely fitness while you are pregnant. You don't need it. You're going to slack your body. And the next thing you will call it is children that do it. Now, they overpressure that skin. When you are pregnant, everywhere they over big. Don't pressure it. So that when you big finish, when you born finish, go back. When you pressure it, when you born finish, you we are roto boo. You way. I am always coming late. Yes, mama. Why? You know they get notification. It's when the tummy stretch too much during pregnancy. Why is this stretching? You are doing extremely exercise. Go carry weight. Else you back a wife. You go carry weight when you get belly. I don't understand. I dey ask una. Na so this girl do that time. Wetin they call that girl? Go see am now. E don full everywhere. Why do you guys do it? If I tell you guys the repercussion of it now, the aftermath, una no go believe me because I no come put doctor rope for here make I dey tell una. Stop doing fitness while you are pregnant. You don't need it. You need yoga. Yoga is when you move your waist. You need sex when you are pregnant. It's more than exercise. Every area where for the do so all your leg, all your ikin. Oh no, pregnant now. Say I cannot sex. But you can go and do fitness. I am an advocate for working out. If you are keeping no, mama. You can keep fit in pregnancy, not working out. You don't have to go to gym. If you go to gym in pregnancy, majority of them, they cannot show you their stomach. Now they go do belly talk. Majority of them you see in gym where open belly down, they don't go do belly talk. Why again this evil? Why? You get one man wife for this social media. He do everything for his body. He do everything, even do I. He do everything. Emi Yanoro Egbe is fake. But when somebody see children, somebody say, this woman don't born plenty children, 6 children. Then belle be like this. He go do belle. He do nyash, he do eye, he do breast, he do everything. But if you dey see am for gym, wow, okay, gym, no, not be gym, oh. But my fellow lover always share it to me. Oh, no, I didn't get notification. Oh, sorry, mama, that's why. Working on, if you are a keep fit person, 9 months too long to let your muscle be. No. You're going to overstretch all your body. After you give birth, you're going to see the aftermath. Pregnancy is not the one really destroying people's body. It is what you put in within that 9 months. What you put in. If you put in ojugburigbejegbe, you go see ojugburigbejegbe. If you put in a pregnant woman, they carry weight. What you they carry am for? Wetin you dey carry am for? Wetin you need am for? Make pikin take strong, or be make you take get strong, or may your body not make laga. Go see people wey do am now. Their belle make logo. They will say, now the way my belle take be, it's a lie. Not be belle, that one where we see. How many? Go and measure it. How many? May you can't see many people. No. But it can be, it's your skin anyway. But at the same time, fitness at pregnancy stretch your body. Slack it. You don't need it. If you don't born, anything where you want put for that body, put on. It go back. But as you get the belle, you can't dey still labor and they say, I never see pregnant woman say, I want sexy. How pregnant woman take the sexy? You already sexy by the pregnancy, by your nyash wey go back, by your waist wey go come do like this, by your walking like this. Then just bathe, dress. You already sexy. No pregnant woman wey not the sexy, because you will just have this figure 8 shape one time. No matter how you waka, you dey fine. If you even tire, say na that time you dey fine pass. You go come make leg bare. If you not even tire, you just say today I get strength. Your leg for ground go make take. No wetin pregnant women dey go look for gym. I didn't. Please, it's okay. Very.